Hey guys, we are back. Now after doing 2 specials, we're ready to tackle in a full episode. And this group, I don't know about you, but I'm super psyched because it's been a minute and this is a group that's very, very, very dear to us. And it's a great group to start this season off. I'm going to say this is season 2 at this point. Season 2. So, of course, Super Junior in the house.
Hey! With my light stick that doesn't have batteries in it.
So we're excited. I know they had a recent comeback, right?
Yeah.
And I haven't reacted to it, so this is the perfect moment.
So I've listened to that album. Mm-hmm. And so they had a couple pre-release singles, and I did see the video for one of those accidentally.
Okay.
I was like scrolling through YouTube and it came up on my like recommended and I was like, what is this? This looks cool. Why haven't I seen this? And then I was like halfway through it and I was like,
oh.
But I haven't seen like the title track, like actual music video. Okay. I haven't. I've waited like a month or two for you, Patty, at this point.
Bro, I needed a vacation. Okay. Leave me alone.
I waited. I was good.
Honestly, this is me. Oh, they came out. Cool.
I need things to listen to at work.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can't do my tax returns. It gets boring after a couple hours, so I need good music. So
that's true.
We are doing Super Junior.
Yeah. So you just jump into them. I mean, no, we're both very familiar with them.
So since there is a decade and a half, guys, of history, we're going to go over some of the big points.
Yes.
Obviously we are experienced K-pop and Super Junior fans. We're hoping you guys are too, but if you're not, feel free to do a little bit more detailed research into this group because they are a great group. Mm-hmm. But if I were to tell you guys all the details for the past 15 years and many, many members that they had and have, we would literally be here for like 3 hours. And I'm not exaggerating. We would. So let's hit the ground running.
Yes. I'm straight up going to grab my coffee and just...
I like using this as like it's ready. A weapon or whatever. See, I knew having this was going to come in handy one day. Hopefully they'll come to Dallas and I'll put batteries in it and use it.
I'm ready, Summer. I'm ready to listen and ditch him in.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Okay. So we have Super Junior, commonly known as Suju, sometimes just as SJ. Mm-hmm. They are active, as we mentioned. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. They debuted all the way back in 2005. November 6th.
11?
Yeah. 11, nearly 12 when they debuted. They're under SM Entertainment. They actually have their own label under SM, which is label SJ. They're also active in Japan under Avex, but... like I said, since I don't want this to be a 4-hour episode, I'm just going to stick to their Korean releases since that is the bulk of their material. But they do have a lot of Japanese releases. I think I have one somewhere behind me as well. It's one of the puzzle pieces for opera with Yi Sung's cover on it.
Speaking of behind you, who else is behind you?
We got a special guest.
Oh gosh.
So flashback to last year when we did Boyfriend.
Yes.
Y'all should check it out since enough of you have not checked it out. I know. I check.
Ooh.
We have Mr. Donghyun of Boyfriend behind me.
Oh yeah.
Can you guys see him a little bit better now? Yeah. So I have his, I can talk loud even without the mic. I have his Summer cover, so it's one of their Japanese singles, and because I'm Summer I had to buy it, so I bought his cover because he's bae. And we now have, I don't know if you guys can see it, but we have a little tiny picture of Patty next to him too, so we can both be next to the oppa.
Okay, so that's my graduation photo. I got a master's in December, AA, and that's the photo that I gave to her for her to take with her, and she decided that okay, I'll take it later, but for now it's gonna be right there.
It's gonna live there for now, so y'all might see it over the next couple weeks until I decide to take it home.
So there's 2 of me here now.
Yes.
Yay.
So that we can both be with Donghyun oppa and Boyfriend.
But anyway,
now back to people that I wish were my boyfriend. Let's get back to Super Junior. So like we said, they're under SM Entertainment, and Super Junior has an actual crap ton of members and subunits.
Yes, and former too.
Yes. So former members for the main unit, former member of one of their subunits. It's a hot mess, guys. It's a hot mess. So for the main group, just Super Junior, just the regular group.
Yeah.
We currently have 9 active members and 1 inactive. So OT10, there's still 10 guys. Just one of them's inactive, which I'm salty about, and I'll get into later when we bring it up.
Yeah.
They also have 3 former members of the main group. We also have a former member of Super Junior M, which is one of their subunits. It's their Mandarin subunit. We'll talk about them a little bit later as well. Going through the other subunits that exist for Super Junior, we have Super Junior T, Super Junior H, which I believe is also referred to as Super Junior Happy as well. We have Super Junior D and E and Super Junior Cry. So I'm not even going to get into too much of the releases for the subunits because once again, we will be here all day. But I believe Super Junior D and E and Super Junior Cry just had comebacks this year as well.
That sounds familiar.
We'll have to have a special video just on their subunits.
The subunits of
'cause
Super Junior.
They have some great music as well, but we're going to be here all day.
Yeah.
So the fandom is Elf, Everlasting Friends. So
we're elf.
We're elves.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. I'm just going to like swing this around, I think, throughout the episode.
Be careful.
And part of the reason I decided to wear blue and bring out my nice blue Generation 1 Super Junior light stick is because their fandom color is Sapphire Pearl Blue. Yeah. Moving on.
Oh my, good
Are
for
you.
you.
Ready to get into their like history? Because we got 15 years.
Ooh, girl. Yes, bring
Let's
it
go
on.
into a time machine and jump back into 2005.
And bam.
Okay. Phew. Thanks. You guys made it with us. Okay.
So cheesy. Okay, go.
So 2005, that's when Super Junior was formed. Now, what's special about Super Junior, just to set the scene a little bit, is they were originally supposed to be a 12-member project group. So the members were going to alternate or change from year to year, and that was to keep the lineup fresh, young, and well-rounded. So Super Junior in 2005 was therefore dubbed Super Junior 05 because they were the first generation of Super Junior, debuting in 2005. So that group debuted with Twins Knockout. That was their first single, and that led to their first album, Twins, which was released at the end of that same year. Now, if we go ahead and move on into 2006, SM Entertainment was actually in the middle of finalizing the members for the second generation group. So that was going to be Super Junior 06. However, thankfully, they decided that they should abandon the rotation concept and they were just going to have a like permanent lineup and that Kyuhyun was going to be added to it. And therefore, we got our 13th member of Super Junior. Hurrah! Yay! So with that, the group releases with Hyuhyun their single You, and I didn't know this, but it was actually originally released for free on their website.
Okay.
And in the first 5 hours that it was available, there were over 400,000 downloads. And this is 2006, you know? So I'm like, not bad. Eventually, when they were offering it for free, this download, it received over 1.7 million downloads, so much that it actually crashed the website server. This led to the song becoming one of the most popular songs of the year. It's something that with their last promotions they just did, celebrating 15 years, they actually performed this song on some of the music shows because it's from their early days.
I know. 2006
also saw the formation of the first Super Junior subunit, which was Super Junior Cry. So it's Cry because it's the members that are in the group. So Cry being KRY, Kyuhyun, Rairuk, and Yisung are in that subunit. 2007, we see another subunit. So it's their Trot subunit, which is Super Junior T. And then 2007, unfortunately, is also very, I guess, known for there being a large car accident that some of the members were involved in. So just to touch on that for a second, Obviously, there are 13 member groups, so they can't all fit in the same vehicle with their staff and their managers and whatnot. So they're in different vehicles going to their activities. And one of the vehicles with some of the members were injured. They were in a car accident. They got hit. And the member that multiple members had, you know, like scratches, bruises, had to be taken to the hospital to get checked out. But the member that was really, really severely affected by this car accident was actually Kyuhyun.
Yeah.
And I just think that was so devastating that he just joined the group in 2006, and then a year later he's in this car accident. They didn't know if he was going to live. They didn't know if he'd be able to sing again, if he's going to be able to walk. He had some serious injuries. I believe he broke some ribs, punctured a lung. He had a whole deal of problems, and I can't even imagine how his parents must have felt with that. You know, they finally think their kid's going to live their lifelong dream of being able to be a singer, and then that happens, and they don't even know if he's going to make it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he pulls through, and everyone recovered, and I mean, he has solo albums, and he's still a part of Super Junior, so thankfully he's still able, you know, to promote and do his dream as a singer.
Yes.
And to wrap 2007 up, they released their second album, Don Don. So at this point, Super Junior is starting to get nominated for some awards, starting to win some awards at award shows, but they haven't hit like their like mass commercial success breakout yet. We're getting close, but we're not there yet. 2008, that's when we see subunit Super Junior M formed. So that's their Mandarin subunit. So they release songs in Mandarin Chinese, and that is obviously for the Chinese market. And Super Junior M, I believe from my research, is the most commercially successful unit of all of their Super Junior units, which I guess isn't horribly surprising. I remember what was that song? It's the one I have on my keychain for Super Junior M. Swing, yeah, when that's a good song. When that one came out, I kept thinking tie, because my keychain has a little tie on it, and I'm like, tie, and I'm like, no, it's not Black Suit. We're like a decade away from that.
Way far away.
Swing, I know they released a Korean version of that, but the original song was actually Mandarin. And popular subunit all around. A lot of the popular members are in Super Junior M, so very commercially successful as well. We also get to have Super Junior H as well in 2008. In 2008, we also see the first tour for Super Junior. Now, it's just their first Asian-wide tour, but this is their first super show. Oh, so okay. Super Junior Super Show, they have basically 1 million of them. You see the first one in 2008.
Yeah.
Now, we are just about there. We are where we get to the song that everyone knows. I've heard it's the SAT crashing song or whatever. It's one of those songs that it's like an earworm gets stuck in your head and it makes the kids do bad on their SAT because they can't focus because of it or something. I've heard it is Sorry from the third album of the same name.
I just think of The Fly. The Fly meme.
So that was released in 2009, and this is their first album to reach number 1 on the charts from debut. So it debuts at number 1. So that's a big milestone for them. Obviously, this is an instant hit, and it's a best-selling album in Korea for that year, for 2009. The success leads to their second tour, which happens over the summer of 2009. And it's around this time that we see Ki-bum, the member, he steps away to pursue an acting career. Yeah. So fairly early on into the career of Super Junior. 2009 is also eventful for other reasons as well. So Kangin has a hit-and-run car accident in which he's charged with a DUI for. So because of this, it causes big scandal, obviously. So he goes on hiatus, and while on hiatus, he enlists in the military for his mandatory service. So he's one of the first members to go into the military for Super Junior not too long after their debut, just about 4 years after. And then in December of that same year, that's when, and I always mess up his name. Han Geng, he terminates his contract with SM Entertainment, so he leaves the group.
It's a lot.
We're only about 4 or 5 years in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Break time over. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. We got another 10 years to go. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Okay. So 2010, we now have 10 members left in the group that are promoting, because some have terminated their contracts, some have gone into the military.
Yes.
So 2010, there's 10 members left for promotion. They do their 4th studio album, Bana Mana, in May of 2010, and they go on their 3rd Asian World Tour. So we're on our 3rd Super Show.
Mm-hmm.
And what I thought was interesting is between the Super Show 3 stops, they actually participated in the SM Town Live 2010 World Tour.
Mm-hmm.
So that had pit stops in like Los Angeles, Tokyo, Paris, New York City.
They need to get that going again.
They need to do it again.
I mean, obviously when things get better with COVID, but they need to
But they did that with other SM artists as well. So it's not just Super Junior, but SM had a whole bunch of their artists go to these various locations and have tours together. And what was important for Super Junior is this marks the first time that they performed outside of Asia. Otherwise, all their tours were in Asia, but now they have performances outside of Asia with this SM Town concert. So moving on to 2011, we have the 5th studio album. Are you guys keeping count? Are you keeping track? There's a lot. We're on the 5th studio album. Yes. Mr. Simple. Oh, I almost brought my Mr. Simple album with me, but
it's not that simple. It's big.
It's big. It's like LP sized, and I was afraid of it getting hurt because I have the Shibon cover, and it's very hard to come by. So I'm like, my collector self came out for a moment. I'm like, it's really hard to come by now, guys. So I didn't want to hurt him because he's kind of cumbersome to carry around. Yeah. But that album is finally released in 2011, and it is a bestseller. Number 1 on the charts. It sells a crap ton of physical copies as well. Also in 2011, Heechul goes to his military service. So we still have members coming in and out of the military as well during this time. Super Junior goes on their Super Junior Super Show number 4 towards the end of 2011, and this one's cool because it's actually their first world tour. So the others are all like Asian wide. This one actually includes stops outside of Asia as a part of almost knocked my light stick over. That would be bad. As a part of their tour. So it's really cool that they're going to other locations now for Super Show. So moving on into 2012, 2013, we see Super Junior starting to win a lot of awards, a lot of big awards as well. They also win Album of the Year for the Gay on Chart Awards in 2012 towards the beginning of the year. So like they're winning a lot of stuff. Also in 2012, we see Kangin rejoin Super Junior. This is notable, I believe, because a lot of people weren't sure if he was going to come back, since the whole reason he went on hiatus was because of the whole DUI thing. But he does come back to the group for their 6th album, Sexy Free and Single, which comes out in the summer. And then later on that year, there's a repackage of Sexy Free and Single called Spy.
Less repackages.
Day and night. Na. Yeah, that one. Bless repackages unless you're summer and you just have you're like a K-pop hoe for Super Junior and you buy all of them anyway.
I mean, bless them because we get more music, but yeah, for album collecting, it's a burden. Yeah, it is, because you have to have everything.
I started out only buying the repackages and then somehow ended up buying the other stuff too. And then before you know it, you're like, I don't know how I have 18 Super Junior CDs. It just happened. It just happens, guys. It just happens. So moving on, 2013, they have another world tour, Super Show 5, starting in Seoul. It actually had some stops in South America, North America, Europe, China, and Japan as well. So at the time, it was the largest K-pop tour to hit South America. So I thought that was cool. We're finally getting closer to current day, guys. We're finally getting to the point where Patty and I would have became Super Junior fans. So we're finally getting to the part where we were fans when this stuff was being released. So the group's 7th album, you remember this one, we got him up in front. Mamacita was released, finally, 2014. It was released. There was also a special edition, I guess, like re-release, repackage, you could say, of Mamacita. That was This Is Love.
That video attacks me every time.
It's so beautiful, you guys. In 2015, we also have him up there as well. Super Junior releases the first part of their special album, which was to mark their 10-year anniversary. So that was Devil. That was the first part. Allegedly mine signed. I say allegedly because, you never know how much research you do, but he is a not for sale album from a reputable seller, so hopefully he is signed. I'll pretend that he is, even if he's not like legitimately signed. That was the part 1 of their 10-year anniversary special. The repackage, which was the part 2, was released in September of 2015, and that was called Magic.
Yes.
Which is also a great song. And then in 2016, it is notable because SM, that's when they announced that Super Junior is going to have their own label under SM.
That's when you know you're legit.
That's label SJ. And that's when it's like, holy crap. Like, they get announcements. They're obviously from SM, but it's like through label SJ. Like, they made it. Part of me wants to just think that, like, Shiwon being the rich member was just like,
He's the
here's
boss.
some money.
He's
Make
the CEO.
this happen. I'm the boss man now. I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now.
So we're getting closer to current day now, guys. Just hang on. Bear with me.
It's a lot, but
it's
we're
a
getting
lot of
there.
information and it's a lot of ground to cover, but we got to do it. And we're almost there. I'm going to pick my light stick back up for like motivation. Makes me feel strong. So moving to 2017, it was around the time of their their debut anniversary. Obviously not a big milestone one this time, but they have a press conference on that time and they announced and released their 8th album, which is Play. Play has a repackage, which is Replay, which came out in 2018, and I remember we went and bought that when we were in Korea.
That was fun.
I remember we had to like ask for it. Do you remember?
I remember
that. You couldn't just buy
yeah.
it on the shelf. You had to go tell the store employee like, I would like to buy
this album. Yeah.
So good times. And also,
this is where I'm like, what?
Also, in 2018, there's also a special EP, so a mini album, which is One More Time, and the lead single, same name. One More Time, Otra Vez, right?
Yes.
It's a Rake.
It's a Mexican
rock band.
Yeah, it's a Mexican rock band. And I remember when I saw that they were going to release this, I was like,
What?
I was the meme, like literally, what? I honestly, I remember messaging her, like, it's kind of funny.
And I was just shocked because I was like, from rooming with you in college, like I knew who like
they
were. Was, and I was just like, wait, I actually know who these people are. Like, what?
But then I was pleasantly surprised. And for me, that's that shift that I noticed with Super Junior, which I'm assuming you'll discuss a bit. But yeah, like I was kind of proud too. I was like, my boys from both sides. This is nice because I'm a Reich fan, obviously.
It's also, I feel like, if you, obviously we're not going to go into detail on each release because there's just too many of them.
Yeah.
But like Super Junior low-key, I think they're like obsessed with like Latin music.
That's the shift I was talking about.
Like they're kind of obsessed with like Latin music because
but it's okay. Us Latinas and Latinos are obsessed with them. So
it all works together.
Yeah. It's both ways.
It just all merges together. And then us white people like everybody too, just saying.
Yeah.
I have nothing to give, like, cultural music-wise, but I'm here just to like everybody else. Yeah, they like them. They're, like, Latin, Spanish style music. So they have their little time.
Because didn't they also release, like, covers?
They did.
Of, like, Latin singers and their songs.
They did a couple, yeah.
They were great.
And
y'all should check them out.
I thought they were pretty good.
They're really good. Like, as a person that knows the original and then seeing their covers... spot on.
But yeah, that's all around like the 2017, 2018, 2019 time is when they go through like their Latin fever, so to speak.
Yeah.
Moving on into 2019, in July, Kongan voluntarily agrees to leave Super Junior. So he still has his contract with SM Entertainment and label SJ. But if I remember correctly, he had another like DUI or like drinking and driving like car accident.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone was hurt in the second one. But still, clearly,
it's
he
just
has some type of
many.
Drinking and driving accident.
Yeah.
It's not like the first. He has 2 that we know of. So this obviously caused controversy and scandal for the group. So he decides to leave the group. And I know a lot of people were upset because he's still part of like the label.
Yeah.
So like if he wants to do something like solo or do some other activities, he still would like under their label, which some people like, some didn't. But what can we do?
Yeah.
But he left for the best interest of the group. That was his idea. 2019, we see Super Show 7S. And what was interesting about that is they were, I believe, the first Asian and K-pop group to go have a solo concert in Saudi Arabia. And they did that as a part of Super Show 7. So I thought that was really, really interesting. And it just shows everybody likes K-pop. Everybody likes Super Junior.
Yep.
So also later in 2019, this is where I start to get salty. We get ready to, I say we as though I'm like a member of Super Junior. I'm like, we're getting ready. Super Junior is getting ready to release their 9th studio album, guys. Remember, I said keep count. There's a lot. We're on studio album number 9, which is Time Slip. And there were only 9 people promoting and participating in this release. And now by this time, I haven't mentioned every person who had completed their military service by this point. But up to this point, nearly everyone had completed their military service. So everyone now has gone and came back from the military, like in present day. But even in 2019, we had already hit most of them coming and going. This is the first album that Sungmin does not participate in. He steps away. I say salty because a lot of I'm assuming girls, were upset that he got married, and I guess he publicized the marriage but didn't make like the relationship public until they got engaged. And a lot of fans got like salty and butthurt about this and wanted him to leave the group. So he's still in the group. He's just been inactive ever since.
Which sucks because they have the right to get married, to have a family, to love, I guess.
To like be a normal human and
Yeah.
have a life. Yeah. I thought it was ridiculous. But so I'm still salty about it because he still hasn't promoted with the group since. He hasn't been in any of their like releases since. Super Junior for their 15th year anniversary released some like anniversary goods, like some books and magazines and stuff like that, and he's not included in them. And I'm like, Konkan drinks and drives and then leaves the group, and he's still in old pictures, and like, y'all
that's true.
can accept him, but like Sungmin got married, and I'm sorry he didn't tell you about his relationship of his private life, and y'all just want to cut him out.
Yeah.
Really? I think the same type of fans came after Chen from EXO when they found out he was getting married and having a baby.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, hell no. Like, I was not a fan really yet, or like hardcore into K-pop, obviously, when like Sungmin was getting married and whatnot and having this issue in Super Junior. But it's like, oh, hell no. I know who EXO is. You guys are not going to like do Chen dirty like you did to our Suju member.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, guys. Ridiculous.
They can get married, okay?
They're allowed to have a life. You don't.
We could still love them.
Yeah.
Fuck if they're married. Heck, a lot of us are in relationships or married or whatever, and we still love them. Why can't it be the other way around?
It's called being a normal fan.
Exactly. But anyway,
Ridiculous.
proceed.
Anyway, we are nearly caught up to current day. So moving on, Super Junior goes on their 8th tour. And this was Super Show 8 Infinite Time. And that started in Seoul.
Yeah.
Obviously, I believe they had to cut off like tour and promotions and whatnot associated with Super Show 8 because of COVID. But they did start that. And I was I'll pray forever and ever that they come to to Dallas. I can't even talk.
I was like,
I
what?
was like that they come to. I was reading the next, so I got like the ints because I was reading Renaissance, and I got the ints and then Dallas. So I was like, Dalrins.
I was confused, but proceed.
I'm trying to get through my notes, guys. It's hard. I'll forever pray.
I'm sorry, that's what she said.
Dallas.
Uh-huh.
With their super show one day. Oh.
Yeah. You did it.
Oh,
You did it.
with their new album, The Renaissance.
I was like, since?
I can't
Renaissance.
talk. That one just came out this year, guys.
Yes.
Celebration of 15 years.
Whoop.
Woo! Okay, so we finally made it through all their history.
Okay, relax. Take a deep breath.
I need need coffee. Okay, we finally made it through. Now we're just gonna do really, really brief over guide. Oh my, I was gonna say overview and over trying to say guide and overview at the same time, and I was like overview.
Essentially, we're going to look at the members pretty briefly before we react. Because me personally, I haven't seen something from Super Junior since maybe mid-2018. So,
what's the last thing you remember?
Honestly, when
With
you...
Drake?
Wait, yeah. Yeah.
One more time?
Yeah. Did they really... Okay, I'm looking at your notes.
Stuff after that. Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at your notes. Yeah, because I know I saw Play and Replay, and we bought that in Korea. And then the Rake stuff. And then after that, I see the thing is, like, I knew they were coming back and people were talking about them. But to say that I was actively keeping up and listening to their albums. So Time Slip, I've not listened to any of the music.
Okay.
So... And anything they've released, like solo or subunit.
Like we said, we unfortunately don't have time to go into like solo and like subunit too much today because, well, y'all were here with us. It's a lot of information.
It's a lot.
But we'll definitely
years.
have some good videos to react to then. I mean, some of them I haven't seen in a while. And then like their most recent one I still haven't seen. So that'll be enjoyable. Before we get into that, we're just going to do really, really, really brief, recap on the members. Most of them, all of them, very, very well known. So we're just going to go eldest to youngest for the current members that we have. We're going to start with our leader, Lee Took. What's crazy is I have their birthdays listed, so I'm like, holy crap. They're nearly 40. Shh. They're nearly 40.
Don't say those things about them.
Like, it's just shocking. So, Lee Took was born in 83. He's 83 line. He's born in Seoul, Korea. He is a member of the subunit Super Junior T and H. And like I said, most of them, all of them now, have already done their military service. He did his in 2012 through 2014. And one thing that I thought was cute is apparently he always sleeps before their performances to get energy.
Hey, naps are really important.
So moving on, we have Hee-chul, Kim Hee-chul. Does he even need explanation?
I just think, I just think Cheria.
Yeah, his pet, Cherry.
Yeah.
Cheria. Yeah. That's what he sounds like in his like Instagram videos, guys. He's
like,
also he's also 83 line.
Yes.
And I realized I didn't mention with Lee Took like his position like vocally in the group. I'm like, do I even have to? Like, guys, they all sing, they all dance, and they all rap. Yeah. They all do basically everything. But with Hee-chul, Hee-chul is primarily known for doing a lot of variety. He does a lot of variety shows.
Man, I mean.
A lot of variety stuff. Unfortunately, Hee-chul does not get to perform like dancing as much with the group. He was in a car accident many years ago. He got some metal rods put in his leg to help with the recovery for that. And I think just the many years of, you know, the physical toll that being an idol and all that dancing, the physicality, that takes a toll on your body. Obviously, everyone ages as well. So due to that old injury, he doesn't dance as much now, but he still does, like I said, all this variety programs that he's
pretty active.
So that's good. And what I thought was funny at the time.
Yeah.
Back in 2020, towards the beginning of the year, it was announced he was dating Momo of Twice.
Because he always had a crush on her. And he was not like subtle about it.
And then like they actually
and it happened.
Like a couple, and it was just like
they're cute.
Oh, they're cute though. Moving on to our next member, we have Yisung. He's somewhere behind me on a puzzle piece. If you don't know what he looks like, if you don't know what these people look like, y'all, look them up. They're handsome men.
Oh, yeah. They're beautiful.
Yisung's one of the main vocalists. He's 84 line. Something that I thought is funny is, and I know this from when we visit Korea and we went to like the SM Town Mall thing. He's known for having small hands.
Oh, yeah.
And they had this little thing where, like, you could get your hand scanned and it told you, like, who you matched with or whatever. And so I was expecting a girl, right?
Yeah.
And my, like, number 2 and 3 matches were girls. Like, I think, like, I had, like, Irene for, like, 1. And I don't remember who was for my 2. And I don't remember who was number 3. My number 1 match, though, for my baby hands was Yisung.
This girl has... Look at this. Can you believe this?
Yeah, I have little hands.
And so I'm just like a few inches taller than her. But
he had his handprint like on the wall,
this
and I
whole
like
man
put it up and hit this whole
tiny
man's hands are like the size of mine.
That's crazy.
It's okay. I'm like, I don't care, Oppa. We can be small hand like couple together.
Look at this girl.
It was hard to say that with a straight face, I do have to say. But what I thought was interesting is his stage name is Yisung, which apparently the meaning of that has to do with having like a powerful artistic voice, which
he does. So
he does, of course. And he is involved in a couple different subunits for Super Junior. Obviously, Super Junior Cry. He's the Y.
Yep.
And Super Junior H as well. Mm-hmm. So we're moving into our 1985 line. We have Shindong. And I don't know. I always liked his name and thought he was funny because, like...
He's a hilarious man.
He's a funny guy, and everyone said he was, like, the squishy member. But I'm like, not anymore, guys, because he went on a diet. Mm-hmm. And apparently he dropped from 255 pounds to 165 pounds.
Damn,
so, like,
boy.
He lost, like, a noticeable amount of weight.
Yeah.
You might... Well, because I haven't seen their newest music video, but from seeing, like, promotional photos and stuff, you can tell a difference. Like, you can actually...
I'm excited
see a difference.
to see the video now.
He's maybe not like
I've seen him
as small, you know, as like the other members, but like
he's
seen him small now.
I've seen him in just his social media and just like in general. Of course, like once he like did showcase his like weight loss, he was all over the internet. Yeah. I'm really happy for him. He's a good-looking man, and I'm not gonna lie, I always found his voice very
he has a very interesting voice.
I like it. Like I like listening to him sing. So.
And now I'm just like, you do it, Oppa. You lost weight. He's always a good dancer and full of energy. I'm sure even more so now. So he's a part of the Super Junior T and Super Junior H subunits as well. So apparently, though, when he was on a diet, the members said that like when he would fall asleep, he would talk about food in his sleep.
Aww.
And I'm like, ugh, me too.
Right now, I'm actually... in the process of losing weight myself, and I feel it.
It's hard.
It's hard.
Really hard.
It's really, really difficult, but I'm proud of him, and I'm proud of me, and I'm proud of everyone that's fighting that and losing weight. Good for you guys. But anyway, proceed.
So moving on to our 86 line, I actually share a birthday with this member. Obviously, like 8 years apart, but Sungmin. Mm-hmm. He was born on the same day as me, January 1st. He was born in 1986. Mm-hmm. And we obviously did touch on him individually a little bit as well. After he got married, a lot of ELFs, the fans of Super Junior, they just opposed him being in the group altogether. So he hasn't been participating in anything that's happened 2017 or... Like
because he was married in 2014ish.
It was like
I remember reading about that.
And it was a big scandal, and it was like I believe the end of 2014, and then into 2015 is when he started his military service right after, and he just hasn't been promoting with the group since. Still technically a member, but hasn't been promoting.
Yeah,
but he's also part of some subunits: Super Junior T, H, and M. He did get to debut as a solo artist, though. Wow. You can tell this episode's taken a toll on me because I'm starting to slur my words already. A solo artist already debuted as he did towards the end of 2019. I had a little Master Yoda moment, I felt. Moving on, another 86 liner is Unhyuk.
Yes.
So he's obviously known for being one half of Super Junior D and E, but he's also in other subunits as well. I feel like that's the one he gets the most attention for.
Yeah.
But he's also in Super Junior T, H, and M as well. And he's also helped contribute to writing some of the lyrics for Super Junior songs, as well as writing some of their choreography, since he is one of the main dancers.
Yes, a sensational dancer.
Oh, yes, he is. And I thought it was funny that apparently he has an older sister, but growing up, she always called him Oppa, even though he was younger. So I thought that was funny.
Maybe he's like, acts like an Oppa towards her. I don't know.
Maybe. So moving on to, I think, our original Oppa, Mr. Siwon Choi.
Our bias. She means our bias.
He was born in 1986 as well, but apparently his parents didn't register his birth to be happened, I guess, until almost a year later in 1987. So I've heard some people get confused as to when he was actually born or not, but apparently he was born in 86, just not registered until 87.
Almost a year after.
Almost, yeah. So in 2003, when Siwon was about 16, apparently he was scouted by a talent agent, and they recommended him to go to like an audition casting system to be in the entertainment industry. And after that, he took some singing, dancing, and acting lessons, and then auditioned for SM Entertainment, and he made it. He's also been in a ton of dramas. He does do a lot of acting as well, so quite a few dramas, all of that stuff, which is fun. And yeah, what I also thought was interesting, and you can tell if you go through like their whole discography, is Siwon packed on, I think it was 20 kilograms of weight, like muscle weight. While he was in Super Junior, from the time he debuted onwards, you can really see like he got really like toned and like bulky. I was trying to think of a good word, and I was just like, my brain was like thinking about like buff Siwon. It was like like short circuited, and I'm like just like
He gained muscle.
He did gain a lot of muscle.
Basically what you're trying to say is he got sexier. It's okay, you can say it. This is a free space.
But he was always sexy.
That's what I said, sexier.
Oh, tis true. So moving on, we do have quite a few 86 liners.
Yep.
We have Donghae, which is the other half of Super Junior D and E. He's also in Super Junior M, though, as well. Apparently, Donghae's stage name means comes from the words east and sea.
Yeah.
Sea as in like SEA, like the ocean. And Donghae, I thought it was interesting. When he went into the military, he actually enlisted on his birthday.
He's like, happy birthday to me, I guess. Yeah.
But he enlisted on his birthday. Obviously, he's been out for a few years now. And I thought it was cute that he, I know it's been, the summer will be 4 years since he was discharged.
Just thinking, I remember when he was like, bye guys. And I'm like, what?
It was crazy. But I also thought it was cute that he's apparently really close friends with EXO's Sehun and SHINee's Minho. Yeah. And I don't know why, I just think that's adorable, because I just imagine these three handsome guys from the different generations of SM being bros. I thought it was cute. All right, so we're almost done with our current members. Moving on to 87 line, we have Raiwook. I thought it was cute that he apparently has said that if he was a girl, he would choose to marry Donghae. Like,
oh yeah, I remember seeing
and
that.
I remember reading that in a few different places, and I thought it was cute. Apparently, something that Raiwook has done in the past is he would go look like for his name or for Super Junior's like search results on different websites, and he would not shy away from looking at the anti-sites ran by anti-fans. And I'm like, sweetie, no, you're so precious, like don't let them hurt you. But apparently he can sleep up to 18 hours in a day if he's tired
bless
enough.
you, man.
So I'm like, I feel you, dude, I feel you. And I didn't know this, but apparently when he was in the military, he learned to play the saxophone.
It must be nice to be talented.
And I'm like, I wish I could just be shipped off somewhere and pick up a musical instrument and just be able to learn it. Sounds amazing.
Yep.
But he was in Super Junior M, and then obviously in Super Junior Cry. He's the R.
We're getting there. Got the Y, collecting
Yes.
the R.
We're collecting the group. We're like Thanos. And I remember in 2020, last year, it was confirmed that he was dating.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of people were shocked that he had a girlfriend.
Why?
I think some people thought it was going to be a boyfriend.
I know.
But I'm like, you do you, boo.
He's a sensible person.
I'm like, you do you. You can love whoever you want. And if you're in love, we happy for you.
Yeah.
Regardless of who it is. I was going to say, or what it is. And I'm like, no.
That's
who it is.
We're human beings.
So we're finally at our Magne, Hugh Hyun.
Yeah.
He was the last member to be added to Super Junior. He is born in 1988, so he is the youngest. He's done some variety work. Mm-hmm. And I remember in the show Exciting India, he was in that with like TVXQ's Changmin, Shiny's Minho, Infinite Sunkyu, EXO Suo. So that came out almost 6 years ago.
And I was like,
and
I'm going to watch it. And I haven't watched
mentioning
that yet.
in there, he snores really loud when he sleeps. And they had footage of him snoring like in the night really, really loudly. So he's done that. He's also been on King of the Masked Singer. Mm-hmm. He won, I believe, for 5 consecutive weeks and was the first idol to hit that milestone. So he was on the earlier days of that show. Yeah. And like we mentioned earlier, he was in a car accident in 2007 with some of the other members. He was the one that was hurt the most, as we mentioned earlier. Thankfully, he did have a full recovery. And he also participated in Super Junior M. And we finally now have the K to our Super Junior Cry.
We collect them all.
He's in Super Junior Cry as well. And he was discharged from the military in 2019. So it's been almost 2 years since he was discharged. Or actually, it would be about 2 years now since he was discharged in May.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Those are all of our members.
Yes. Okay, and just to wrap things up before we start reacting, just going to go ahead and mention our former members. I know we touched on them.
Yes.
But we had Kangen. He's the one that left most recently, I believe, as a former member. We also have Henry. Now, Henry we haven't mentioned previously. There's a few members in Super Junior M that are not in the main unit. Like, they're not in regular Super Junior. They're only in the Super Junior M subunit, which I know caused some controversy because some elves were totally like, add them to the full group. And some people were like, oh, you can't add them to the full group. They are in Super Junior M. And I don't know what the heck is wrong with those people. But Henry
I say
was
more the merrier.
Only in Super Junior M. He has since left. He's doing his own solo thing. He was a soloist before, but he's doing his own solo thing now. And I did just want to throw out there that for Super Junior M, that means that we now only have one member in Super Junior M that is exclusive to Super Junior M. That is still with the group. Yeah. Everyone else in Super Junior M is in the full unit of Super Junior.
And just one thing about Henry, that man is so talented.
He plays like violin, piano,
anything he touches, he's like, I know how to play this.
Basically, it's not fair, guys. It's not fair.
Anyway, proceed.
And then, like we said, some of the earlier members that left the group, I'm sorry for, like, butchering your guys' names. We had Kibum and I believe Hengun.
Yeah. Because Kibum, he kind of went off and just was inactive, but then...
He was just technically inactive.
How long ago was it when they were like...
He didn't leave the group until a couple years ago.
Right, yeah.
But he was just technically inactive, but it was just like, bro, you left the group. But he was technically an inactive member for a long time. So, like we said, that leaves us in the main unit of Super Junior, 10 current, 1 inactive, 9 currently promoting with the group. So, with that being said... Without further ado, we're going to start reacting.
Finally, this is what I've been waiting for. Because if I'm honest, most of the information you kind of said, I'm like,
We already
Okay,
know this.
I kept drinking my coffee, chilling. I'm like, I'm ready to react.
I'm like,
oh.
yes.
So what are we going to react to?
So we're going to go ahead and watch their most recent music video, at least at the time of filming this. It's their most recent. Don't know if or when they're going to come out with a repackage.
Yeah. Oh,
Hope
that's
they
true.
do.
Yeah.
But we're going to listen to House Party, which is the title track from the Renaissance.
Which is released in March.
Yeah. Their 15-year anniversary dealio. So I've heard the song, but I've never seen the music video. And Patty
seen. I know nothing.
Nada. Right?
I've only seen, you know, like not even teasers, just like the thumbnails of articles on the internet, but I haven't seen it.
Right.
So. Are we ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it then.
I am ready. Oh, don't want to drop my light stick.
Ooh. Oh, I like what he's doing. Oh.
Costume change.
Hey, he looks good.
Like he really slimmed down.
Mm-hmm.
That red hair, though.
His voice.
I don't like his
Oh,
red
that
hair,
mullet.
Oh, Simon. Thank you for
Hi.
not doing crazy colored hair.
He's so hot.
I can't see him with weird colored hair. They
He
still
looks
got
so
it.
good.
They still got it.
They all got it, dude.
They still got it. They do.
Mm-hmm. He matches the car.
That looks fun.
Hey. Oh.
I'd go to a house party with them.
Oh, hell yeah.
They just look like they're having fun.
Mm-hmm. Aww. I don't know why I was like, you're so cute.
I don't hate the mullet on him as much as I do on other people. I'm just still in shock by Yusung's red hair.
Right.
It's just
He
so
looks so
red.
good.
It's just so red.
Oh, him. It's really red. He's cute though.
I would shave the hair.
You got stepped on. Hey, there's our boy. Hey. This
I
is
just
good.
feel like it goes gangster like randomly.
Because he chills in the house. Hey, oh, hello. He looks good like that.
Fire. They look very good in black.
They do. I like the bucket hat. So they're killing themselves.
Maybe.
I'm not reading the
Some type
subtitles.
of crazy party that would be.
Yo, real good. I'm not hating his hair, like the braids. I don't know why. It's the confidence.
I'm like, did Dominic just get shot?
Yes. What's this random change? I was shook. He's like, ski ski. They need to calm down.
House party.
It did not even feel like it was the same song. What the heck?
Didn't.
Hey,
Hey, the wave.
They did a wave. Oh,
I'm like, damn, Donga, calm down.
I like his hair's like. You're looking good too.
Oh, like, you need to pay attention vocally what's about to happen.
Them high notes.
I'm like, they're so dumb, but I just love everything.
What?
He just pulled a cake out of a car.
Yup.
I was like, oh, it says everlasting friends. We're the cake. Does that
so
mean they're gonna eat
beautiful.
us? Just saying.
I'm like, calm down.
It's such a dramatic ending.
Hey, party. Walks out. Well, damn. I loved it.
That's what they came back with.
That was good.
The video like kind of threw me off because like I know vocally the song like it's like they mashed multiple songs together. But since I hadn't seen the video, I didn't realize that the video is like that too.
Oh, see, I didn't know that at all. That's why I was like, what? But now I'm like, okay. Skirt.
I liked it though. It was really cute.
That was good.
They just seem like they're having fun. And you know what? If you've been in the business for 15 years,
you
should be able to do whatever the hell you want.
Do whatever the fuck you want.
You should be having fun because you can do whatever you want. Like
you've gained that,
like legends. They're the Hallyu Kings. They say what is it? The Hallyu Wave.
Yeah.
They're like the kings of the Hallyu Wave. Like. It's just I don't know. It's like crazy to me that like kids now don't know them. I actually saw this video. If I can find it again, I'll like link it.
Yeah.
It was with like a really popular like Korean channel. Like you've probably seen some of their content before. Like they have these kids. They get paired up with Super Junior Cry.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
And like when they walk in, it's like one kid with one member, right? In like separate rooms. When like they walk in, they all ask the kids like separately, like, "Do you know who I am?" And they're all like,
Ajushi, I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah. We're calling them like Ajushi and like Samchan.
Yeah.
Uncle, right? And they're all like, I remember Yi-sung directly was like, "You can call me Yi-sung Oppa." And I was just like, oh my god, Yi-sung, stop.
He's like, I'm young and hip, okay?
I'm like, this girl's like 11 and you're almost 40. You're an old man to her.
But can we call you Oppa?
But I'm like, as I saw this, I was like, don't worry, you'll always be my Oppa.
Dude, because we're not that like far behind. I mean, we're not almost 40,
but
like we're getting towards the 30s now. So yeah, of course we're like,
I'm like 40's fine.
We're good.
It's still crazy though, but they'll always be our oppas.
Forever.
Everlasting oppas.
Oh, that was great. I enjoyed that a lot. They look good.
They still do.
They still got it.
You want to look for another one that you haven't seen?
Yeah. Let's do that then.
Let's do it.
Ah.
Okay, so we found another one to watch that
Yes.
you're unfamiliar with. Have you heard this song?
Dude, I said I haven't listened to anything.
So you haven't even heard it?
Nope, nothing.
No, nothing. Okay.
I'm telling you, after 2018.
So this is the title track from Time Slip.
Yes.
This is Super Clap.
That?
Yes. This one's funky though. I like this and I haven't, oh my gosh, I think I've only seen the video like twice, like when it came out. So it's been
a while, huh?
like a while.
Well, let's do it then.
I'm excited. Even though I know it's going to happen.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
That hair's what I remember, to be honest.
Wow. I like the music.
It fits his personality, though.
Ooh, he looks real good in this. And the girl that's with him, I love her lipstick. I love the palette, like the purple and the blue.
It's so funky.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Tuki being blonde?
Let me see him. Whoa, he's pink haired.
There's a lot of hair.
Let me see. Oh, he looks good.
Yes.
And Siobhan's like, I need to wear normal hair for my dramas.
Basically. He always looks good, though.
Yeah.
He's so tall and handsome.
Mm-hmm. Whoa. He's so cute. I wish I could play that well.
Oh, I'm so bad at those dancing bands.
I think I would be okay with the blonde, but that's like length a little. I can't. He's cute though, obviously, but oh my gosh,
Joel.
Is that an Ajuma? I'm sorry.
For real,
I love you.
That's like Ajuma, like perm hair.
Yeah. The song's good though. He's like, oh. Hey, get it? I like it.
You gotta do that too.
I'm like, get it? Of course. I like that.
It's so ridiculous. I love it.
That was nice. I like that. Ooh. Ooh. I like it. Transitions are on point. Ah, of course. That was beautiful. His high notes are always fulfilling.
I would marry his high notes.
Me too, dude. We
Just
talked
his
about
high
this.
notes.
We've talked about this before.
Walking.
Yeah. Ooh,
Look
boy. Boy.
Simon's like, come on my boat, come on my boat, come on my plane, guys.
Yeah. Hey, get it.
Hugh Young finally gets to have a little dancing moment.
He's like, okay.
He's like, guys, it's been more than a decade. I can dance, I promise.
Yeah.
Even the plane says super clap. See, it's been so long since we traveled. I'm like, boat, plane, they're the same thing.
They're the same thing, right? Ooh.
Yeah, I'm like the airboat.
The airboat?
The airboat.
Well, that was fantastic.
See what you've been missing?
Fantastic. I have been missing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
Oh, there's things you're gonna have to like catch up on off camera too. Like, cause you won't have enough time to watch it.
Oh, I was like, what you gonna show me?
I don't think we have enough time to watch it, but they have like
Yeah.
a very pretty artistic-y looking video as well that they came out with.
For what?
For one of the songs, the one that I said I saw, the music video I saw that wasn't like a title track, but it was like they were promoting it track too.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's the final song that we're gonna?
So the final
to right
song
now.
I think we're gonna listen to. I'm not sure if I know how to say it right.
Okay.
But it would have been from the repackage of the one we just listened to, which is like, the album is timeless, but it's like E-I-E-I-O. I know, that's not what it is. That's what it sounds like.
It's
like
2-Y-A, okay.
Like 2-Ya-E-Ya-O, I think. But to me, it sounds like
E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm, he had
that's what you'll hear it. And I think I've only seen this video like once. But I know the song, and that's what it sounds like. It sounds like E-I-E-I-O. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is it this one? I'm pulling it up on my phone right now.
That one.
And is this something that's more artistic?
You've never seen that
either. No. But we're going to listen to the title tracks because there's not enough time in the world, unfortunately. But I'll I'll catch up on the side.
That one came from a different album. I Help You, Fam.
But yeah, okay, so yeah, I'm kidding. I'm messing with you.
That's what it sounds like.
Okay, we're going to listen to it. Let's do it.
See, you're going to hear it, and I'm going to be like,
Well, they look good.
Yes. They always do, though.
Oh. Okay.
Is this the song that Zuko helped with? I think it is now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. I can hear it. Of course, he always looks gorgeous.
He does, with his dark hair.
And that, like,
And his
turtleneck.
outfits, yes.
Oh, he looks good, too. Ooh, I like what he's wearing.
See? It sounds like it.
That's funny.
But it's like darker, more hip-hoppy than what they normally do.
That bucket hat, though.
I do like the stylizing of the video, though.
I was like, who's wearing the bucket hat? Is that Donge? With the bucket hat?
I think Donge is
right?
wearing it,
Because then he's wearing another type of thing in his head in the other type of style. Oh, he looks good, too. He was growing out the mullet. Wait, he had grown it out already. No, he was growing it out for this year, yeah. Remember the crop sweater he's wearing? I had one like that when I was like in middle school, yeah. Oh, yeah, it is Donge.
See,
Hey, don't get me.
It's almost like E-I-E-I-O. I'm rounding up the farm animals.
I'm just saying, don't get me always wearing a hat.
That's true. But he's always wearing nice hats. I wonder if C1 can secretly like rap. I want to see it happen.
Right?
Make it happen, SM.
I request this.
No, I demand it.
Oh. I like that length. I'm sorry. I just
they're
think
doing this. It's like they're like riding a horse and they're gonna like lasso the animals on the farm because it's going E-I-E-I-O.
do we know what that means? Like,
I don't remember now.
okay.
I think it was like an acronym for something.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it.
Well, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to catch up and listen to the songs that they've released that are, not non-title tracks. And of course, they've done a lot of solo and subunit stuff that I am behind on. So I have to catch up on that too.
Trying to see if I can find what it meant.
The E-I-E-I-O.
The E-I-E-I-O that is not E-I-E-I-O.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you go on Reddit, like the whole comment section is like, I thought it was a reference to Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. See? No one knows.
No one knows.
I don't remember. But I know that oh, maybe it was like a pun or something.
It's a pun in Korean. I just found it. It's a pun in Korean, amusing pun, and they did team up with Siko. Yeah. But that's about it. I mean, we don't know Korean, so
it doesn't mean anything to us other than E-I-E-I-O.
And on his farm, he had a pig.
He had a Super Junior.
E-I-E-I-O.
She won. E-I-E-I-O.
Oh gosh, let's stop.
And with his wallet, he paid for a plane.
E-I-E-I-O. With the ching ching here and a ching ching there. I don't know.
I was like, what's gonna be like a QQ here and a Tuki here? I don't know.
Gosh. Okay, we're done.
I give up.
That was fun though.
I give up.
That was the 3 songs that were more hyped. I do wish we would have reacted to a slower song, but these were the title tracks, and I think these were good things to react to right now. But I'll definitely check out the other ones. That was fun.
Good, because I have suggestions.
Oh, I bet you do.
Because even if I don't keep track of all the music videos so much, I still like keep track of listening to them. Because Spotify tells me when like the new music comes out.
It tells me too, but
and then I'm like I can listen to it while I do my tax returns.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, that was a lot of fun. I'm so glad we got to finally give Super Junior their moment.
Yes. Thank you for sticking with us if you've made it this long, guys.
Yep. It was quite a ride.
It was even crazier than the You Kissed one, perhaps.
Perhaps.
And
They're
that
pretty
was a
close.
journey.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.